especially in the square. They even changed the banners. Huh, there are a lot of people holding cameras. Oh, and they've got candy and snacks too. Looks like everyone's having a good time. Let's go and have a look for ourselves.
Well, you might know that kung sinong nasa harapan nyo na ngayon. Kung nakakakuha na naman ako ng 5-star habang nagawa ko yung mga daily tasks para maka-primos. Tada! So, andito na po ang aking Lee waifu catching. Yan mong talagang so, I'm glad it's catching in my party now. Yeah. Yeah, just to having a kitchen just to complete these all for best girls for in one party in every regions. Okay, mukhang may panibagong event na ang dumating dito sa Genshin Impact sa ng ating destination dito. Okay, so let's go. Oh, ano to? So let's check it out.
Seriously? But Mr. But what about my Well...
Okay, this is all about Metro Manila Film Festival.
Hey, isn't that Xavier? So he's back in Fontaine now.
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear traveler and Paimon. I really didn't expect to bump into you. Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible...
Oh no.
Did you just find a different investor?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontaine Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work with any of
Well, Fontaine Film Festival?
Ito mo kung kaya kailangan nila ng investor para ako yata siguro.
The Fontaine Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights.
Oh, so ito yung mag-welcome sa pinakaunang hydro-arc na si Allergia.
Founding of Fontaine and...
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
Eh?
I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books.
Well, either way, I'm not big she gets it now. It's just like the Wind Bloom Festival
Oh.
in Muskets, and the lantern right in Lilith.
Pero wala pa tayong festival sa Sumeru eh. Yung festival sa 3.6 mukhang hindi okay yan. Di parang Dendro Art Condemnation yung 3.6 festival sa Sumeru eh. Kaya yun yung hintay ko talaga yun yung tamang Sumer Festival na may dedicate kay sa Dendro Archon. So, MiHoYo, may pinapalado ka bang ganon? Please lang. Kung mayroon sana, dapat ilabas mo na yan next year.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't like a good festival to commemorate the Loch Knights? People will imitate them by putting on special costumes. But a few years ago, Lady Furina started to find the whole idea a little drab.
That really doesn't surprise Paimon at all.
The whole thing seems more into a carnival now, and...
Oh, that sounds pretty fun. But how does that...
Ah, yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. I just got to it. The Fontaine Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year.
Now,
film technology
Fontaine Film Festival, parang
it's the perfect time
MMFF to ah.
people to the... During this time, people may submit films to be evaluated, and the entry with the highest score will be given the Furina Award.
Wow, sana lang.
The Furina Award. You know, after the Hydro Archon, they coined it while Lady Furina was still in power, but perhaps everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name, even though she isn't the Hydro Archon anymore.
Alright, guess the...
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue
Kung
with
sana man mo na-meet yung ating theory.
Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
Yes, that's her. I asked her to oversee the event's art.
Oh, Paimon remembers now. Navia said that her clothes were designed by
Oh.
How to describe her? Well, her remarkable designs have led many Fontaine. Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma.
Who are the actors from Inazuma? Do we...
Why don't the two of you accompany me to the Aquabus? Judging from the time,
Okay, let's begin! So ito na ang MMFF sa Genshin. Okay, may iba't ibang mga sequence. Well, never mind ko lang mga ilan na yan. Oh, sino to?
Miss Chiori?
Siya pala si Chiori.
Your talk with the investor sure went fat. Oh? And who are the...
Allow me to introduce you.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
Why? We've heard the owner of Chiori Yabu is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to...
Why, thank you. I strove to create... So tell me, what...
Well... I know, Chiori.
Yes, there's no doubt.
But how could I pass it up?
And therein lies the problem.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of...
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for...
Tama, marami akong ganun.
That means a lot to me.
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it.
What? You're saying that...
No, that's not what I mean. The actors I recommended aren't just actor moron.
Oh.
Really? And where do you live? We Malazines live in Marcy Village. Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right? We're so thoughtful. But some Malazines choose to live in the court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, you've arrived. But I haven't even finished chatting with Abel yet.
I also enjoyed Abel's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything...
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on the Sakura bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Welcome to the court of Fontaine. Chiori, you sure have changed a lot. I haven't realized it's been so long.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they are who you met when you said you had actors coming from Inazuma?
Oh, it's the Traveler.
Ayaka, hello. It's been a while. Just missed you.
Wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here. We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here.
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to... So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while...
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here. But you still managed to surprise me first.
I'm very happy to see you again.
Oh, so you all know each other already.
Sobrang tagal na.
What a coincidence. What are the chances everyone
Pag-date nga kami
together here like this?
kami that time sa Inazuma eh.
Why don't we go to Hotel Diggler and catch up over a meal?
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots for us?
Yes, of course, of course.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are.
And
Tama
there's the fountain that Abel mentioned earlier.
And look at that huge spinning sphere.
Okay, nasa second floor. Nako. Oh my god. So I guess simply go here.
So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma. How should I describe it?
Yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we?
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew.
Oh, it's called the Two Musketeers, right?
Two Musketeers, oh.
You sent me on the way here.
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but, it has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed.
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before the case could even be heard.
Then, is there a way we could raise funds ourselves to solve it?
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of mora on such short notice.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
What? No, out of the question.
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation. Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations.
Indeed. You could say that's the real reason why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having you two act...
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey, this film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
All right, I'll do as you say.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
Pwede na kami
I
tumulong.
didn't bring much more to spend on this trip. It's still better than nothing.
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't know how to...
Alright, enough about that. So, instead of Mora, you'll help with filming and production.
Oh, but how can we help with that?
Alright, pull yourself together, Xavier.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator. I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer.
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but...
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapper board.
Clapper board?
Yes,
Oo nga.
that's right.
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try that.
Alright.
So this is much like a business venture.
Fine by me.
All around
As for our
TV.
camera operator, I was thinking of letting the Traveler take the role.
Oh, she's great when it comes to using the camera.
Okay.
Paimon can't even count how many things we've taken photos of during our journey.
Yes,
So,
that's
kung
also what I
cameraman.
was thinking. I noticed the Traveler had an eye for photography.
I'm sure that's due to the traveler's journey across Tibet and all the places they've seen. After so many...
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job?
Yup. So
Thank you. It really means a lot
this
to
is
me.
actually
Come on, friend. Let me give you
No!
a big
Wag!
warm hug.
Ay, hindi ka ta-type! Ano ba? Hindi ka ta-type, sir. Si
Be the director's
Ayaka lang mahal ko.
to do is help the director, right? I can handle that.
Right, then all we need is a director.
Kaya nga.
Furina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant. She could be a good director, right?
Do you really think Lady Furina would be willing to help us with our
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened here in Fontaine.
Excuse, Furina is no longer Hydro Archon anymore. She doing a copycat business
Yes,
of
that's her.
Archon.
She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up work as a director.
I saw that musical. Her performance. Don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now.
Fine, you're right, Chiori. Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Furina.
Sure. O meron palang
Come along.
binigay sa akin ni ng
Besides, you just arrived at
Address ni Catherine.
Very well.
I'll go
Bigay
with
sa
you.
akin ng Catherine yung address ni Constantia.
We won't simply drop you off at Furina.
All right, then I'll start making.
A gift for someone who was once seen as the Hydra Archon. I wonder what she would like.
I recall that Lady Furina once fancied a clockwork ring.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts? Like
Oh, tama.
But wouldn't that be a little...
Isn't the Fontaine festival happening right now? To do something like that, I agree with you, Anya.
Alright then, let's go.
Okay, makabibili na tayo ng mga cakes for Furina.
Will that really be enough?
You're right. We need to further.
Huh? You want something even sweeter than fun?
Yes. We'll need a gift that's...
Well, look at that!
Okay, meron na tayong Fontaine house. Oh, so may bagong tayo recipe. So, gusto ko siyang lutuin. Kaya ako din kasi ma-share yung experience ko during sa Twitter during akong ginagawa ko.
This is for Furina.
Tama.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
Who are you?
Lady Furina,
Oo nga.
Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you?
Tama.
Chiori. The one from Chioria Boutique. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Sure.
You just get up, Furina? It's already past noon, you know.
Right to midnight for me.
Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the
Ba.
sun is so warm. Just like how
Kapag
you
salbahe Paimon.
sleeping in place is a really smart idea.
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels.
Oh.
this is a small gift we
Nagbasa pala
prepared
siya ng
for you,
Wattpad
Lady
si
Furina.
Furina.
We hope you like it.
Ba't hanggang ngayon na naalala ko?
Formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Is this Fontinalia mousse? It's one of my favorites.
That Hoyoverse expression.
That's great! So, given your renowned passion and understanding of drama,
But didn't you just say that you're a director?
yes, but for this particular project, I'm mainly working as a producer.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the
Tama.
crew?
Ang pinili ako para sa film na gagawin natin as
Yep, we sure are. Paimon's the club promoter and she's the camera operator.
Camera operator. That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film. Are you really up to it? No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that I've never really seen you use a camera before.
Maybe you can come up with a test for the Traveler and see for yourself. If
Yep.
she can satisfy you with her camera skills, then you'd have nothing to worry about and can join the team.
You sure are getting better at rolling with the situation, Paimon. Alright, how about this? We'll work with what we have. I'll give you some scenarios and see if your work is up to my standard. Very good. It's essential for the camera op. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know.
I am Furina.
Grab the camera and I'll give you a scenario.
Okay. Estelle is the boss of Much Workshop. Nako, sinalamunan ko, di pa masyadong magaling masyado. Okay. Ang grabe, ang dami. Catered at important. Yeah. It can be precisely controlled, right to the temperature. Thanks to the machine, the owner of the view at work that still can comfort and enjoy each day at work. Okay, pakibasahin nyo na lang ako kung hindi ako speedy magbasa dahil may time limit. If you want to look no further at that view mount.
Let me be honest. Do you really think you have what it takes to shoot a film? You put no thought into finding a good camera angle. And, I mean, I guess you could be trying to pursue your definition of the avant-garde.
Yeah! Does that mean you agree to be our director, Furina?
Did you think I would agree just like that? After our performance of the Little Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know. In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontaine Film Festival. If others were to find out I agreed to work with you so easily, then, well...
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince you, Furina?
Well, what about the pay?
Huh?
You know, how much you're willing to pay me to be the director?
Boy.
Well, I can offer you this much.
What? That's all? If Nervulet were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying your labor.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot at the moment.
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your crew.
Oh, our script is an adaptation of The Two Musketeers.
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel that was a #1 bestseller?
Oh.
Oh, so Furina's read it too.
Of course I read it. I've always had a keen interest in artistic works that strike a chord with the populace. I see. It all makes sense now. You must have used most of the budget to pay for the copyright.
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically.
He probably just wants to get his name out there. It reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all across Tibet.
So, are you a big fan of this story, Furina?
Well, it's all right. Ahem, Mr. Xavier, if, hypothetically speaking, I agree to be the director...
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, as much freedom as you would need.
Good. Then I'm free to alter the script as I see fit.
Absolutely, no problem.
All right.
So,
Yes, I agree. I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of funds.
oh, Hydro Archon above!
There's
Stop!
no more Hydro Archon. There's a lot that goes
You
into
didn't know that she's no longer a Hydro Archon anymore. She's retired.
And by the way, since we'll be filming The Two Musketeers,
Yes, I've thought about this as
Ang
well.
bobo ni Xavier talaga. Hindi na nga siya Hydro Archon.
Flavia can also use firearms.
Ah,
but
yeah. The
Could we
cannons.
ask the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
Yes, that's right. They work with muskets every day. I can't think of anyone more qualified than them.
They would be under Nervulet's jurisdiction. So, in the end, we still have to start by talking to Nervulet.
No need to go to all that trouble.
Oh, you do? Wait,
No particular reason. In return, I've helped her handle it.
so you're saying there's been times when...
It'd be best to keep it that way.
She sounds professional enough. She is a captain after all.
But I imagine the
objection.
special security and surveillance.
Well, it just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time, I'll have to go and ask her first.
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so...
No problem.
Having Furina join feels like a big boost to our team.
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. I'll be sure to ask some...
Seems like you're finally...
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loader's commentary, Paimon. Then let's get going. I happen to know... By the way, I'm curious.
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a cultural exchange.
What? So is every person into that who doesn't want money gathered here to shoot this film? I already knew. It seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Zavi.
Oh, mukhang mayroon ako natanaw dun.
All right. This is the plan.
But
She's over there.
O yun yung
The one with
parang
the eye
4th
patch reading in
star
front of the
character.
newsstand.
oh, her! Paimon can tell they're
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go.
working.
Just trust me.
Oh, alright. She really sure is a mysterious person.
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of visitors from overseas. Even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges.
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
No,
Oh,
multiple.
this is
branching
her.
storylines.
Well, I think Erica's voicing on this one was actually too different for Tabas.
I see.
Yeah, I know
The
Erica who
characters is
voiced
about
this.
to make a choice that will affect.
I actually know
Anyway, to
her
speed
as
things
Fatawa's
up.
ENVA.
There's some.
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes.
Which is exactly.
I thought it was gonna share for a moment.
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice in the end.
Halt! Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me, officer.
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily. I am Hoyoverse, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Oh,
And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you
her
that
hair
I'll
is
have
most
you on the ground
almost
before you
looks
can
like
even think
ceiling
about
star
making a
rail.
run.
All right. But please let me say something first. Why you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you want.
Save it for the interrogation room.
Nakapatay.
Take them away, Letelier.
What's going on here? One second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting people away.
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently?
Oo nga.
Maybe I can let you in on what's happening then. Now that Vache has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers. Thanks to a tip from our reliable source here, this should be the very last batch.
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to catch the bad guy.
Oh, mukhang parang gamer move. Meron to ah.
My name is Paimon, and this is the
Hey, I'm Hoyoverse. You probably already
Hoyoverse.
heard me introduce myself, so I won't
Sobrang
bother
haba kasi
repeating
ng pangalan kung paano ko siya
Yeah. Why
ma-pronounce.
didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance? No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in first. All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Hoyoverse. But
Yep, he made the wrong choice.
but you knew they wouldn't make the right choice.
Yeah, I knew. Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
Oh, you see, it's like this.
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's right.
Ah.
I want to
So
make
ito
sure
yung
we get all
ating
the
stuntman.
However,
Ayun.
I'm
Stuntman,
afraid this
tama ba?
work will...
No need to say any more. I'll...
Really? You're willing to help?
Sure, it's no big deal. Besides, I personally really like this novel.
Then we've got to do
Yes, Alcyon's...
Oh my! I can hardly but
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a day to finish. Still, I should also head back now. Let's start preparing the actors' costumes and...
Alright, guess that's it.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for...
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore. I don't want... Yep, see you tomorrow.
So what did you want to tell us, Shep?
Have you read The Two Musketeers?
Hindi pa.
The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother.
Oh.
They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid, so they were never treated well by anyone. One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor. It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the baron's household, who never had any kind words to say to them.
So it's the same thing happened to the Kamisato siblings, guys. Matay yung mama nila.
However, the Baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. The mother's death was eventually deemed as a suicide, and there was no chance of bringing her murderers to justice. The two siblings decided to flee and someday avenge their mother. Many years later, members of the Baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by gunshot. A rainbow rose was found on each of the victims' bodies, being the flower that the kid's mother liked best. The Baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear each day. But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They relied on each other to survive and trained day and night, eventually becoming adept musketeers. They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan and exacting revenge on the Baron. Their actions let the truth behind their mother's death be known to all.
That's quite an exhilarating story.
Yep, the Baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail.
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to join our crew, Chevra?
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you mean the...
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand to resolve our nation's crisis, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions. Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. There's been a recent murder case involving Muskets.
Huh? Really? But Pilot...
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public.
Murder involving firearms? But not that many people use those in Fontaine, right?
Impossible. We perform a routine, however.
Huh?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide to... I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. I don't want people to see Muskets in a negative way, and also...
You mean they might be connected somehow?
I suspect... Just to make myself clear, this isn't... If you two have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow, and are willing to assist me...
What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, you're right.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm otherwise. When the moment comes...
Okay. Man, that's actually those... Okay, so panimula pa lang to ng storya, guys. Kung may expect pa natin yung mga susunod na araw.
Ayaka, you're
Hello, Ayaka.
Good morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais Mermoya.
Oh, okay.
I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture.
Tama.
So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Wow.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. Two mechanical puppets that were dancing together. You've already seen them, right? Yeah, those two. Amazing.
Nakakabwisit eh. Yun yung pinaka-nakakabwisit na boss na nakalaban ko so far.
For quite a while. It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Eh?
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them too.
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving to be
Ano ba yan? Ba't di niyo ko sinama?
Breathe underwater.
Gusto ko makita kayo naka-swimsuit eh.
I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
Ayan, ba't di niyo ko niyaya pumunta sa beach? Yan.
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out, the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to
The Hydro Archon gave you strength to dive to water.
I know that the Traveler could do it. So I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
Yeah, There were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Oh, you mean Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beast.
I just love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aqua bus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Yeah, even I was worried I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
Speaking of the film, where is everybody at?
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon.
Okay.
As for the others, we're here.
Oh, Theory! Oh, you're joining with
Excuse my
the...
tardiness. I just finished the special patrol's
Bruce.
6-mile morning jog.
Wait, 6 miles?
Oh, Furina, ba't ka na dito?
I'm so tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
Sure.
Oh,
I'd be happy
not so
to do
sweet.
that for
Okay.
you. No,
Well,
you
yan eh.
can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. The last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant. So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that. You sure look exhausted, Furina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect you to be so thorough.
Well, I was the biggest star in all of Fontaine after all. It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it. I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life? Here's your coffee, Director Furina.
Right. Here we go. Coffee good for you?
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
It seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
Oh, I didn't remember this type of NPC.
We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our... Well then, Mr. Xavier.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce, this is our prop manager.
Prop
Veronique.
manager?
She'll be in... And this is Bono.
Lighting technician.
Sure feels like we have some...
First of all, please allow me to first express my When my investor informed me yesterday, I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Yes, the story is the reason I agreed to join.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone. This is not just my film. It also... So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now!
Let's go.
You may take it from here, Director Furina.
All right, listen up, everyone. The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them.
Whoa. Seems Furina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Is everyone clear? Alright, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by that. Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
Okay, so we're just started, guys. Lima lang pa to, guys. Okay, sorry.
This is a real musket?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's just a prop weapon.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right.
Thank you, Veronique. I think, however, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting.
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres.
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day.
Yes. This way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yes, well said.
Oh, sounds like they found a common ink.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use,
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
first and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone.
Okay,
Yeah, huwag sa akin ha. Di ako kalaban.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder, and
Like this?
not bad. Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end
Yeah.
of the road for you.
Yan.
Now, turn your body a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. This is the end of the road for you.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
I think I have to
Director
just...
Furina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much better.
What do you think? I believe it would be most...
Well, if you insist. Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevres.
Huh? What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
Let's go see.
Okay.
What is it?
What?
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres.
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
But brother,
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will be able to focus on my work.
are you really sure?
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well. But if we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age... Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka.
Of course, even with all these insights.
Chevres mentioned that she really likes the story, right? I'm a bet that she'll take the role.
All right,
Good. It's decided then. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costume. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevres.
don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry. Let's go, Miss Chevres.
Please, just calm.
Let's move.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Surely you jest, Chiori.
Oh, come on. You
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the traveler.
Yeah. So, parang yung nananais ko yung talagang gusto ako makasama ni Ayaka kahit saan pa man ako pumunta.
But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think it would be harder for her to
So,
make
ako
new connections with
yung
me
tanging-
constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
Ako talagang tanging minili ni Ayaka para makasama talaga.
Alright, go on.
Ayato, it's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
This is justice.
No need.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
Yes. I've made an appointment to meet...
Traveler, get the camera ready.
Okay.
Go on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
I will Ayato.
Yep, don't worry.
Thank you. I look for...
Okay, what now?
Alright, now that we're all here, let me help set the scene for everyone. The first scene takes place when our two main characters are still living at the Baron's estate. They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. Shukris will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris.
Maganda yung
Be sure
na
to
yan.
get close-ups of the main characters at the right moment.
Okay.
Silence on the set! Lights, camera, action!
Go! Talagang sinabi ni Paimon yung sinasabi ko.
Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip! I'm home!
Pwede shot
Mother,
lang.
you were out for so long. We were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treats, apple turnovers.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
I need to...
What bruises?
Yeah. I can check out
I
to
must
some
have bumped into
mga
something
sugat-sugat.
while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Okay, go to Iris.
We've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you. Just like your names. You will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet. But one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
And cut!
Okay, cut.
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
Ako lang magre-respond Paimon, okay? Pag mong gayaan yung sinasabi ko.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves would get the better of me.
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult.
You two were great.
I thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone!
Okay. Next scene.
This scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been
Okay, don't
murdered.
shot Paimon, okay?
Ready? Lights! Camera! Action!
Mother, we're back.
Mother?
What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away.
Huh? Why? What's... Mother! Mother... She's...
Oh.
There's poison in this cup.
Oh God. Nagplant ng lasod sa...
I could have sworn I've seen this kind of cup before.
What?
Aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions.
Oh! Hold on, guys! Wait. Ayaka!
Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave? But now the mother is gone. Where can we even go?
Sorry for taking for too long.
All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you. Someday.
And cut!
My god, I actually never seen Ayaka crying like that.
Beautiful! Great performance!
Good.
Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears I saw? How did you do it?
I was surprised too.
Baby!
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Furina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character. It's quite similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on to the
Meron
next...
pang isa pang scene. Tayo magkambante.
Huh? Are we done already? But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapperboard.
Ha? Naku, parang end of the day na pala.
How do you feel, Traveler? Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
Kaya ang saya.
Work, you two.
Ay.
You too, Chevron. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset. Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
Oh,
Oh, right!
tat ko pala.
You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel.
In the story, the main characters grow up to become two musketeers, and on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned. Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like in the novel. Seems like you're connecting the dots now.
Oh, that does sound pretty concerning. Especially after seeing the script today. Ooh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of ulterior motive the murderer might have. What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice. There's no time to lose. We should start investigating right away.
Huh? Right now? But we just got done filming all day. Paimon's so tired.
Ako, hindi pa kapagod.
The most valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right by them in the fog. That's how one of my favorite books always puts it, at least.
So, where are we going right now?
Let's start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
Okay, saan yung clockwork workshop? Okay, nandito. Pakara na lang natin.
Oh, hey, Chevres.
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to order some firearms.
Oh, is this another case? I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontaine Film Festival.
Oh? What?
Because there's no profit!
Then has anybody come specifically looking for mechanical
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Centre.
I understand.
Don't mention it.
Ayan, hirap makita kung scene.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, let's head to Fleuve Centre next.
Huh? Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled to see the captain.
You think so, huh?
Huh?
That I grew up in Fleuve Centre.
Oh. So, let's go there. Okay, nasa underground.
Hello, I'd like to ask some questions. I don't know any. Don't worry, I'm not here to. You say that? It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a citizen?
Wait,
Seems very different from the other guards. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to Muskets in Fleuve Centre lately? Any?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night.
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. It's hard to someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere. It's all the same. But
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember.
Is it that you don't remember?
You tell me.
Then please, think about it.
She's giving her even more.
The noises came from the end of the southern waterway. I came out and had a look for myself, and I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
All right, I'll take your.
Thanks for the punt.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? My apologies. Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. But taking care of junk food is my responsibility. You're better off sticking to your normal, nutritious diet. Now then, let's keep going.
Yung reaction ng nito. Talagang pinagdamutan
Seems like that's all
tayo.
we'll be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a...
Yes, assuming that a month ago, our suspect in the following weeks, then a few days ago.
That all makes sense to Paimon.
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Centre. Except, yeah, that's if we are indeed following the he was no saint, but what message is the killer trying to convey? And to whom? We've thoroughly investigated. He claims to have spent the whole...
Okay, so he has now.
Not only that, he lacks a he has a family of his own. In the story, the mother, more importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person.
Then, what should we do?
Investigations take time. How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film.
Wait, but weren't you saying info is like...
But the book had more than one...
Oh? What else?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll
Okay. Man, I think I can wait for the third one. Maybe tomorrow. Kung may na pa akong chance. So, hanggang dito na po ang aking Genshin stream, guys. Got some muli travelers.